That is the trophy they'll be playing for. It's Michigan State and Stanford in the 100th Rose Bowl game. I'm pleased to be joined by Joe Rexrode, the lead beat writer for Michigan State for the Detroit Free Press, and you have seen so much with this team. I appreciate a couple minutes. As you look at this matchup, what's the first thing that jumps out at you besides Max Bulla not being here?
Okay, because that was going to be my first, but yes, obviously that's a big story, but I think everyone's moving past that a little bit now, and to me, the most exciting matchup in this game is Darqueze Dennard for Michigan State against Ty Montgomery for Stanford. I think maybe the best receiver Michigan State will see this season. Of course, he's also the best kickoff returner in the country, so Michigan State really has to worry about him in a number of ways.
You've been with this team since the get-go, each and every day. Was there a point where you looked at this group and said, you know what, this may be the group that gets it done?
It was the game at Iowa, and 2 weeks before that, I still thought maybe this is a 7-5 team. But the game at Iowa, I think you saw Connor Cook, the receivers catching the ball, the potential of the offense. You always knew the defense was going to be good, and really, other than a couple setbacks, Purdue game where they didn't play very well, they've really progressed since then. And obviously in the last game, I mean, Connor Cook was outstanding.
As I look at this matchup with Stanford, I see a team in Stanford that's been here before, been on the stage. It's not going to be daunted by playing in the Rose Bowl. How much do you think that might factor in? And I think that's where coaching comes in and gets the green and white focused on it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, 4 straight BCS Bowls for Stanford, too, so they definitely know what the stage is like. I thought that would be a huge storyline for Michigan State. Are they just happy to be here? But now the question is, are they going to use the Max Bowl adversity, or is it going to hurt them? And I think, so those two things together, it's really kind of hard to tell what mindset this team's going to have on Wednesday.
Harris and Ellsworth have been thrown in the spotlight. I've been very impressed with what I've heard from them, how they've handled it. You know them better. What can you tell me about those guys, and what do you anticipate from either one of them as they take that void?
Well, I know Kyler Ellsworth a lot better than Darian Harris because he's had a lot more chances to play. He's been really an unsung player in this defense, a goal line guy. I think physically he can do the job. Darian Harris may be the middle linebacker of the future. I think you're going to see both of those guys play, and it's going to be interesting to see who plays more.
Connor Cook's maturation. Here's a guy who didn't win the job until after, really, that Iowa game, which is when you talked about they came together as a team. What has made him get better, you think, over the course of this season?
I think the big key with Connor Cook is that he does not get rattled. And that's one of those things you can't find out until a guy's on the field, I think. But he makes a mistake here and there. The Big Ten championship game, it looked really bad after that interception. Comes right out and dominates the fourth quarter. So he has an ability to just go on the field and stay calm, and some people just don't have that.
I'm not going to put you on the spot and make a prediction because I know you're going to wait to do that until probably game day. Make sure you follow Joe on Freep.com. You can also read the Detroit Free Press every day. He'll be here in Pasadena. And thanks very much for a couple minutes tonight.
Thanks, Tom.